campus, if you will, school children on their way to school here in the New York City area. Here's what we've discovered. We've discovered there's a major problem in our school system. There's a crisis in our school system, and we are number 25 and 27 on the world's roster of schools when it comes to our ability to graduate students and also their skills in math and sciences and those the technical and scientific abilities that create great jobs and opens up opportunities for them to work in the new computer and technology age in which we're now living in. We are number 25. That's way down on the roster. We've got a crisis in our public school system. What they have done is that they've allowed for what they refer to as charter schools, which are pretty much funhouse schools where students get selected by some sort of a voucher or vote system. But the same immorality exists in those schools, and soon those schools will fail as well. But we also realize that unemployment in America is high, not because that their people aren't buying goods. Do you know that over 5 million iPhones were sold in one day last week through the Apple stores, and millions more are planned at being sold? Do you know that even though people have a perfectly working iPhone that does it downloads, it videos, it records, it walks, it talks, it crawls on its belly like a reptile, yet people waited in line for more than a week to purchase a brand new one. It does just a centimeter above what the old one does. Maybe it's a little thinner, stronger battery. So it means that there's a market, people are buying goods, the consumers are out there with dollars. Then why is it that America has such high unemployment? And so therefore, we are not creating people who know how to do jobs. Where are all the jobs going? The jobs are going not to Africa. People aren't sending jobs to Malawi. They're not sending jobs to Rwanda or Uganda or Kenya. They're sending jobs to places where there's a strong sense of morality and integrity and universal creation principles, morality and integrity and honor. Nations like China, where there's a strong sense of a work ethic, a very strong sense of integrity and morality and pride in your work and what you do. India, the same kind of thing. These are the nations where the jobs are being shipped to. It isn't that we can't hire people here in America. Unemployed for no fault of their own. Some jobs have been shut down as a result of the fact that we have this large segment of unintegral, low moral people. So people who are integral and moral, their jobs are shut down because they were a part of that process as well. But the reason why we have such runaway unemployment in America, and the reason why it's climbing, it's not going to get better, is because the fact that we are a nation who have abdicated the morality, the integrity, the universal principles of honor, morality, and integrity that makes for a good worker. I've been working with workers, we've been hiring people and dealing with people, and they want a job, they want a paycheck, and many of the people that have remained with us are good people. But there is a major disconnect in terms of their morality and their integrity. A Chinese worker is far better than an American worker. An Indian worker, you can't compare a worker in India compared to a black man working in New York and America. You see what I'm saying? And this is for white workers as well. The absence of morality and integrity. They come in with tattoos all over themselves, and it's just an absolute disgrace. So The reason why our schools are failing is because our homes in America are failing. The home is where the school is, and the homes are failing. Moreover, we allow our children to praise gay lifestyles, rap music, violent intent, all kinds of disrespect for elders, disrespect for biblical principles of integrity, honor the father and the mother, and many times the father's not around or the mother's not around. We support that in our movies, in our culture. We support the disrespect and discontent for the moral principle, and then we expect a child who has been indoctrinated from the homes, from television, from Facebook, to their friends, to the morality of adults in television and in media, and we indoctrinate them with all of that. Then we expect them to sit down in the classroom and perform. How can they? There's no integrity. There's nothing there. All that we have taught them is anti-dedication, commitment, morality, honor, and integrity. And so when these conferences are held, a charter school ain't nothing but a fun house. That's all it is. You take children out of the warehouses and put them in a fun house, and the fun house is worse than the warehouse. Except they're charter schools, and you got mainly these charter schools are ran by people who are, for the most part, heavily indoctrinated into homosexuality, heavily indoctrinated into anti-biblical principles, haters of the Word of God, and it's just incredible. Now they're going to be in the streets. But now they're going to be out in the street. What a fool this one is. But she's not there. That's the mindset of black and white people who have abdicated the morality, the integrity, and the honor. And so therefore, the systems are failing. The schools are failing. And until we get back, we got to kick gay lifestyles, sodomites. We got to kick all of this immorality. We got to kick this freedom of doing what you want, having what you will. We got to kick that out of the school systems and get honor and integrity back, and respect for elders and respect for the process of learning. And then we can build schools again. And we got to do the same thing with people who need jobs, on just basic understanding about morality. I mean, everything from how you use toilet paper in the bathroom, because these people don't know. They've been sitting out there doing nothing, collecting welfare checks. There's no challenge to them about the way they look. There's no challenge to them about how they think. There's no challenge to them about the upgrade of who they are and their contributions to humankind. They're not challenged by that. All they want is some money. They have very little intelligence above a groundhog. It is pathetic. No desire. And the morality and integrity. So when you look at a worker in China, and you look at a worker in India, and you look at a worker on the south side of Chicago, or in Overtown Miami, or in Harlem, where you gonna put your factory? I'm putting my factory in India. I'm putting my factory in China. I'm taking my business offshore. I'm not building in America, because the American worker, the American student, the American people are the least integral, least moral. They are the most argumentative. They have the least understanding of anybody on the planet. The only other nation that's worse is Africa.
And I'm a very, very strong believer in Christianity and religion. In countries, I've made a lot of money dealing against China. I've made a lot of money dealing against many other countries. I have a great relationship. In a Business Week poll, they said, who do you most prefer? You know, they talked about...
Vader, release him.
Guarantee you I would have had him out.
Our system is supposed to be devoid of human flaws.
Whoa! The rebels.
My lord, there are so many uncharted settlements.
You don't have to be a total genius to figure this out, even though I am a genius, okay? I'm more militaristic than anybody in this room, just so you understand. I'm really good at war. I love war in a certain way, but only when we win. By the way, when was the last time we won a war?
The other 47% of people are moochers. They got their hands out. They want Section 8. They want welfare. They want social program. They want rap music. They want you to take care of them. But they don't want to do anything. And they don't want to grow. Thousands of jobs that are open, but the people that are unemployed don't have the skills. They're uneducated. They have no desire for education. They're immoral. They don't have the skills to come in on time or to understand a working relationship to help a man's business grow, that they can keep their job. Listen, you go to work for a man, you want to help that business stay open, because if the business stays open, you got a job. You can't go there and hate the man, hope his business fails. Fool, you're going to be out of a job. You got to go there and help him. But these people, I swear, before God, they don't know that. They don't know that. They don't know. They think it's all right as long as they get a paycheck. They can hate the man that feeds them, hate the man to give them the paycheck, hate the man that creates the job. They don't know if you do that, you're hating yourself. You're destroying the job. And you're going to be out of work again looking for somebody else to hire you. So here, they ain't never going to get no job because they ain't got no sense. And they don't know it. You can't talk to them unless you want to get cut or shot or bludgeoned. And how can you expect a child to go to school, sit there, pay attention to the teacher, do the homework, when we allow them the liberty to do what? Run amok, cuss, sex, no restrictions, unbridled foolishness, and we pay for it for them. They don't have the ability to sit down in the classroom for 20 minutes and read a book or to write a paper. They don't have that strength. And it's the parents and the society that has taken it away from them. Yet nobody will mention this, because then this cuts into the morality of those that are destroying our children. We can have a great school system, but throwing money into school system, creating charter schools, and putting all these freaky homosexual perverts over these children with these funhouse programs ain't gonna ever cut it.